One of the biggest surprises from last year's E3 was Unravel, a beautiful looking puzzle platformer that, funnily enough, was shown at EA stage. It stayed in people's mind because of its charm, and also because the guy showing it off was extremely nervous, shaking like he had just committed a murder. And on the 9th of February it launched, I played it and here are my thoughts on it. From a visual standpoint, Unravel is a runaway success. It's an absolutely beautiful looking game, featuring some stunning looking environments with an incredible amount of detail to it. The worlds simply look amazing. The main character himself, Yarny, also looks incredibly adorable and is able to convey more emotions through pure movement than some other, much more human looking characters can do. The animation work is also really well done. Yarny moves in a crazy good organic way, although it's also frustrating at times, but more on that later. And performance-wise on the PS4, the game maintained a rock-solid 60 FPS, which was great to see. The story is there. It was pretty hard for me to understand it, but does touch on subjects like love, memories and pollution in a subtle but also somewhat hard to understand, at least for me, way, which is a mixed bag to be honest. The gameplay is another mixed bag aspect of Unravel. Most of the time the platforming is smooth and enjoyable, coupled with a very good animation work means that most of the time getting through a puzzle isn't a challenge from the execution perspective. But there are still parts, especially later on in the game, where it gets frustrating and becomes more of a case of trial and error to get through the levels, which is a shame really, as the game does feature some interesting mechanics revolving around the fact that Yarny is made out of yarn, with things like lassos shooting out of his hands, which makes it kind of look like Spider-Man in that aspect, and the fact that he can climb back up his own yarn, but it's some of these shortcomings where it gets frustrating and the animations get in the way of achieving a perfect score for me in the gameplay department. Overall though, Unravel is a decent game that met my expectations for the most part, but also feels like a style over substance type of game, since while it looks beautiful, the story isn't particularly easy to follow and the gameplay can get frustrating at times, but Unravel still gets a solid 8 out of 10 from me. Thank you a lot for watching my review of Unravel. If you're interested in more videos like this, do subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts on Unravel in the comment section, but until then, I'll see you later.